They went back to the Barclays Center to introduce the women, including the Bella twins, Nikki in her ring outfit, Bree not in her ring outfit, Maurice, Kelly, Lillian Garcia, Jackie Moore, who got a surprisingly big pop, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Terry Runnels, Maria Kanellis, and Trish Stratus was introduced last for the biggest pop. Both Maurice and Kanellis were showing, and they noted on air that both were pregnant. Wilson, who was 42, looked amazing. Moore is 54 and also looked in great shape. Dog, did you get a chance to see any of these women in person? Got any good stories about any of them?
I did not. Well, of course, I gigged Miss Texas in her first blood match in Memphis, but no, I don't have any interesting stories. I didn't see them that day. Of course, I saw them all throughout the years, but honestly, Miss Texas, Jackie was probably the one I spent the most time with individually, just because of making towns in Memphis and stuff with her in the car. Had an interesting trip from Louisville to Memphis with her. That's 6 hours in the snow on acid. So that was an interesting drive. I saw the devil come at me and hit the windshield, and it pulled over. And she said, "I'm not driving, Jesse. You drive." And she was calling me Jesse James Armstrong. "I'm not driving, Jesse." I said, "Well, I can't drive either, Jackie, so we're just going to sit here." We just sat there for like 2 hours on the side of the road.
Well, look,
Doug
if
Gilbert
the
had
devil's
some.
coming in, shut it down and figure it out.
Hey, shut her down.
You know?
Yeah, when the devil comes in and you can't, you got to shut her down to get behind me, Satan.
Jesus, take the wheel, son. That's what it's all about.
Hey, Doug Gilbert had some Red Hots. You know what Red Hots are? Remember them Red Hots? The old candy. It was just a little red candy. They looked like Red Hots. So he had them in his hand, and so I grabbed 3 of them and threw them in my mouth, and he said those were acid. It was back in the day where it was like, okay, so what? So it's acid. But then I had to drive 6 hours in the snow, and that was a bad idea.
By the way,
look,
drugs are bad. Accidentally taking drugs are even worse.
Yeah. That was my fault. And he gave me like 6 more that I put in my pocket for the next day.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
wasn't
do this. I mean, give me 6 for the road. But yeah,
I mean, and then so literally an hour down the road, we were on the side of the road, just arguing about. I just couldn't
got your
drive
wits
it.
about you and took off.
Oh, eventually I just said, like, we got to go. We have to be in Memphis tomorrow. But the good thought was, I'm not going to sleep anytime soon, and I got all day to get there. We went 40 miles an hour for 6 hours.
Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hair.
I would say anyone take the wheel at this point.
Elias was backstage.
But Jesus and Jackie wasn't offering.